I'm going to try filming this a little bit differently today. I can actually film standing up now because I got a better tripod. It's a Manfrotto tripod. I'll be talking about that in another video. That's not what this one's about. What this one's about is this right here. And you might be thinking, yeah, we've seen your monitor before. We know it's an ultra-wide, but this is actually another ultra-wide. I have one already over there. And you might be thinking your desk is a little bit too small for two ultra-wides. And you're right. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be mounting the other one on top of this one. Because basically the problem that I'm running into is when I try to stream things, I can't see like YouTube chat and everything else when I try to play a game in full screen. So I need another screen for stuff like that. Also, it'd be good to have another screen just for editing and pulling all my toolbars everywhere. And I think it'd be pretty awesome. I actually got this idea from another YouTuber I watch, Random Frank P. You guys can check him out. I'll leave his link down in the description. But it looked pretty cool, so I basically wanted to do the same thing. Now what he actually has on his is he has the ultra wide with the clear on the bottom. Then he has the other one on a monitor mount. What I'm going to be doing is it's actually a single monitor mount and it's made for two screens stacked, but it's not necessarily made for the ultra wide, so we're going to see if it worked. I looked up reviews of some other people doing it, and this is what I believe the best option for it, so we're going to try it out and see if it works.
Stand her no longer. We ran to our rooms. Since then we looked out for each other. There was so much to lose, so much to lose. Feel the walls built around me so that no one will know. Separating my conscience, my good side, let's go. Been a victim, made mistakes. This time I built my fortress. I won't let it gather underneath my skin. Try and take the flame away. This time I built my fortress. No, you won't be living underneath my skin. We thought we moved on, each on his own, struggling to hide our problems, unbearably alone. There's something ugly inside me, hiding what's true. It takes control of my body, need to tell someone so. You can't stop me from loving, my life of lying is done. That foundation is breaking, so I'll build up a new one. Been a victim, made mistakes. This time I built my fortress. I won't let it gather underneath my skin. Try and take the flame away. This time I built my fortress. No, you won't be living underneath my skin.
Alright, now once you get everything mounted, you're going to want to go to your control panel, go to your appearance, display, your adjust resolution. You see up there that I put the second display on upside down. What this is for is so the bezel is actually up top and not down the bottom. And you might see that this says LG up the top. I'm actually going to cover this whole piece with maybe a piece of black vinyl. But I'll deal with that later. That's just a little bit of beautification. You're going to want to click on the second display. You want to go to landscape flipped, apply, keep changes, and now you see that they're both like that. Now what you're going to want to do down here is you're going to actually take this and make sure that it's stacking it right. Apply it like that, so that way when you go up on your mouse, it goes straight up. Now if you notice, you'll see the toolbar up on the second screen too, and we don't want that. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click on that, go to properties. You're going to want to go down here where it says show taskbar on all displays, uncheck that, apply, okay. And there we go, everything's good. Now I'm going to have to adjust the brightness on this top display up here to match the bottom display, but that's not really too big of a deal. The thing of it is I got this off of eBay, that's why it's all scratched up and everything like that. It was from somebody else using it, but it was the only display I could find to where I was actually going to pay the money for it, because since this display is discontinued, people wanted ridiculous amounts of money for it, which I just wasn't happening, so that's why I've waited a while to do this. I've been wanting to do it for a little while, but it all looks pretty good. Now there's a few things I wanted to mention about this whole project. Is one, I'm using the LG 29UM55, which it might sound like a weird model to you. It was the only thing available when I first bought my monitor, and it has since been discontinued, which is why I had to find the other monitor off of eBay. That's why there's a few scratches and everything else on it. I'm not really worried about that. I already checked the screen as soon as I got it to make sure that there was no dead pixels or anything. The screen's what's most important. That top bezel up there will more than likely get covered with a piece of vinyl or something. I'll figure that out later. But like I said, it is the 29-inch panels. I don't know if the bigger 34-inch panels are going to fit on this. I do have a little bit more room at the top of the pole to where I could actually raise these up a little bit more, but I'm not quite sure if the 34-inch are going to fit. I just wanted to give that as a little disclaimer right there. The 29-inch panels seem to fit really well. But another thing, while I was filming this, you might have noticed that my desk is real shitty looking, and you might be like, why don't you get a new desk? Why are you doing that? I am getting a new desk, and the reason why I did this before I got a new desk is to make sure that this clamp didn't damage my desk or anything like that. It does seem to have a rubber padding on the top of it that doesn't damage your desk. Even tightening up the clamp is real good. I mean, this is a real shitty desk. It didn't seem to tighten too much to where it was digging into the desk. And another thing I was worried about is it actually being too much weight for like this particle board kind of desk. I am getting something a little bit better, but I wanted to make sure it wasn't too much weight for it to like be tipping forward and bending the desk or anything weird like that. But from putting it together, everything seems fine. It all seems to be working out just how I wanted it to. So I would call this a success. I really didn't think it was going to go up this far, so I'm going to have to play around with it and see how much I like it. Everybody says that it's not a problem for him with leaning back and everything, and my chair leans back pretty far. I normally sit back a little bit when I play games and everything, so I should be able to see the top screen fine. Now, as far as the monitor mount goes, it's called Vivo. I'll put the link down in the description. I bought it off of Amazon. It was only like 50, 60 bucks. The instruction manual that it comes with, you might as well take this and throw it in the trash because it's not really all that helpful. It actually tells you to put the clamps on first and then install the monitors, which I would not recommend at all. Because once you get these clamps on there, trying to sit there and mess with the monitor and screw it in and everything is not going to work out easily for you unless you have an extra set of hands. So as you can see, what I did is I actually put the clamps on first and then slid it around the pole and adjusted it. Now with that, I did have to take these monitors back off, and I had to wrench down the tilt adjust, because even with it like extremely tight, you have to go even tighter because for some reason it still wants to tilt down, and I wasn't trying to have any issues with that, so I took it back off, I tightened it down, and you can see that they're under little tiny clips on the side. You're going to want to go ahead and pop those off and wrench that down like I said. But so far, after everything's been tightened up, it seems like it's all holding pretty well. Maybe I'll do an update video and let you guys know if it starts sagging or anything. But I really don't think it's going anywhere, and if it does, I'm probably just going to glue the damn thing together. But hopefully I'll be getting him a new desk soon, and I can swap this over to that, and I won't really have to mess with this too much since it's all mounted to the arm. I can just unscrew it, mount it to the new desk, and be done with it. But I'll do a video when I go to do that too, because why not? And that's going to be it for this one. Go ahead and like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it. Subscribe if you want more stuff like this. I have a lot of plans in the works right now, and I'll see you guys next time.